And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. One of the most popular emails that we receive here at The Factor Uncensored, people complaining about the conditions that they live in the apartments here in the city of Houston. But there may be some light at the end of the tunnel. Joining us now here on The Factor Uncensored, Houston City Council member Tiffany Thomas. And of course, congratulations to the damn people here in the city of Houston. This new ordinance that has passed will provide them some relief. Tell us about that ordinance.
Absolutely. Definitely was a win for Houstonians at council, where we voted unanimously to move this ordinance forward. The reality is 50% of Houstonians are leaseholders. They're renters. And so we have to underscore our commitment to quality of life and affordable housing. Many of the residents, and you spoke of the emails that you received. We received similar emails at City Hall about the conditions, squalor, structures that need assistance, public safety issues, mold in their apartment units, rodents, rats, you name it. And we haven't had an official formal way of addressing those issues, and today we do.
And really quick, because neither one of us have said this, it's the apartment inspection ordinance.
The apartment inspection ordinance, that's the official name of the ordinance that was passed, yes.
And for those who are finding it difficult to get a response from management or owners of apartment complexes, how will this ordinance help them?
Absolutely. We hosted 2 public meetings so we can engage residents and leaseholders and operators about what the proposed language would be. And what we learned is that many Houstonians didn't even realize that the city had an obligation to address many of their concerns. It starts with 311, and I know we repeat that throughout the city for all constituent issues, but that is actually the place where we start. And we changed the process so we're not complaint-driven and we're really more surgical. So we've identified our top 25 bad actors in the city with Houston Public Works and the police department for the highest calls of service, so we can start today addressing the bad actors in our cities.
And what does that look like, addressing those bad actors? What will you actually do?
Well, for the ones that we already have identified, they have more than 10 citations, varying from $250 to $2,000 a day. Those are the fines. Everything from health violations, stairwells falling apart, dilapidated units, you name it, issues with public safety with HPD. So we already have them on the list, and we're working to make sure that they resolve their issues in a timely manner to make sure that we keep Houstonians in safe, affordable housing.
And when people hear this, they may be living in squalor or living in an apartment complex that may not be up to standards for the city of Houston, they're going to want to take action. Yep. So do we have the infrastructure in place in the city of Houston to handle these calls now? How do you even file a complaint? Do you go online? Do you call 311? What?
Yeah, start with 311. And then I would also start with your leasing agent, your property manager. One of the things that we were emphasizing at those community meetings, that you have to have relationship with the people that you're under a contract with. And oftentimes, many individuals would only call 311 if they were not in relationship with their property management. So yes, start with 311. Document your issues. Document the mold. Document the rodents. Document that. So that will then trigger an inspection from one of our various city departments. The good news with this ordinance, we've identified efficient and effective ways for us to be surgical. We have representatives from HPD, Solid Waste, Public Works, Health Department, you name it. So we're making sure that we're coordinated in our effort, and our efforts are not scattered, so Houstonians can get the results that they're demanding and require.
And how soon will these departments or divisions of the city of Houston respond? Was this an unfunded mandate, or did you guys put any money into it to be able to sustain?
Very good question. I like to say in the city of Houston, we operate off of practice and not policy, and today's vote was about policy.
Judge, you almost said promissory note. We'll pay you later. It's on layaway.
But as we enter budget season, what I've been sharing is that this is the opportunity for us to evaluate, making sure that we have the personnel and the funding to make sure that it's not an unfunded mandate, but it's actually a part of our priorities. And so, no, we have the personnel in place. And what we're asking our city departments and our leads to do is to come back to council within 6 months. Come back to us in a year. Tell us what you've witnessed. Tell us about the completion rate. Tell us about what you're, dealing with and what resources you need so we can make those allocations.
And what would you say now to the constituents out there who for years felt hopelessness,
Yeah.
unable to do anything about the apartment complexes that they live in, and they feel powerless.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the reality. The ordinance is not a fix-all, right? And a lot of times we vote on things and we think it's going to fix every issue. The gate's still going to break at the apartment complex. The lights still may not work. You still may experience mold because we're a disaster city. We're a climate city. We may have a hurricane. You may be out of power for 11 days and have a leak. So we know that we live in conditions that will create certain things, but the city's taking more responsibility and becoming more responsive to that work. There is support. There is help. And we need to know we can't, respond to something we're not aware of. So don't lose hope. But we're also, while we have this ordinance on the books, we're also looking at those who are living in Texas. One of the things that we realize is that a lot of these bad actors, they don't even live here.
Right.
We can't even access them. And so we're looking to capture the accurate information. Who are they? Are they, is there a consistent theme with multiple properties? So then we can escalate some of our enforcement. And at the end of the day, I think it pushes and challenges council and the mayor's administration to advance quality housing. Because if we can take one off the line, we need to replace it with affordable new construction so seniors and those with disabilities and young families have a place to go.
All right, Councilmember Thomas, thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored, and congratulations, job well done. I'm sure the people out there are excited about it. We appreciate you stopping by here on The Factor Uncensored.
Thank you.